And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi, and he powers his way up past the 30. In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Wentz to throw on second down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. This is Ajayi. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
We're good, we're good.
On second down, here's Wentz. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Now Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. An Eagle first down. Wentz hooking up with Jeffrey.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now the first carry for Ty Montgomery. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Now a play fake here on first down. And his throw here is incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. Oh, nice move. And he's into the clear. The 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. Short throw pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Jeffrey with a catch left side. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Alshon Jeffrey so dangerous even when a defender's near him.
He's got such a big body, ability to run, positions himself well, excellent control. And you're exactly right. Even if people are draped on him, he often comes up with the catch. He really symbolizes what people are looking for in receivers in today's NFL.
Come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now it's Ajayi. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 35.
I know they had good coverage downfield, but you have to wonder, on 3rd and long like that, how does that happen, that they can get that far downfield and complete a pass? You got to guard the sticks, understand where you are, and so it's almost like someone fell asleep at the switch, and now that the play's been completed, they've got to dust themselves off on defense, pick it up, and figure out how to not let that happen again.
They go play action here on 1st down. He finds Aguilar over the middle. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Nelson Aguilar, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So we're back to a one-point game now as the kickoff comes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I believe the Giants got this back, and they will hold on to the possession.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll drop the throw. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over the middle. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken from just outside the 30. Avoids him at the 40. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll begin the drive with a Giant. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Olivier Vernon brings him down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Come on now. Come on now. Let's go.
Here's a Giant. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Giants will get it now at the 20. And the Giants ready to come out now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rolling to his left. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They give him a gain of 37.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Looking downfield for Kelsey. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here we go. 190.
A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Flex round. Flex round. Here we go. Grand 38.
They'll set up to throw. He finds Beckham complete. And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
Zerline out now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And they'll run it here. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The Eagles on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Working from the gun, Wentz. And some room to maneuver. And he will bring it back It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing the second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Sheds off the tackle. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go. 20. Check three. Hey, ram. Nice,
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Don't go. 20.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And who's got it? The Giants.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
They'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Grand 38. Grand 38.
Here's Gallman. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here we go. Grand 38. Grand 38.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it, but I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
Let's go. White 90. White 90. Ohio.
look to throw on 3rd and goal. And this is going to be incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And Zerline's kick is good. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though? When they only gave up the field goal, and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive, a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Snap coming at 1. Now Wentz. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Throwing now is Wentz. Jeffrey breaking the tackle. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Shotgun now for Wentz. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts. Understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
Let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38! Flex round! Flex round! Cut!
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
He'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Here we go! White 90!
He'll get it up the middle. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Well, definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now, 3rd and 10.
Flex round! Flex round!
They're going to look Back to throw. Rolling to his right. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Odell Beckham, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. And the lead will grow by 1 more. Zuerlein out now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Go. Lady!
Here's Wentz to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in what you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week. You must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. Well, they've got to be saying, boy, thanks for this field position.
Yeah, remember their last drive in which they scored a touchdown. That one also began in excellent field position, so let's see if they can capitalize a second time.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now Gallman. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. The Pro Bowler Fletcher Cox there to get him down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Ohio!
Back to throw here. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. As the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. And the accuracy lacking there for Zuerlein. It's off to the right, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. So we've reached the second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Giants off. Now they get ready to head back on the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
On play action, they'll throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
The Giants on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Back to throw. It's caught. Shepard. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Here we go now. 3-19.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Set. Green, 39.
He'll drop to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green, 39. Hot.
Now back to throw. And that is incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here we go. Lady! Run. Bang, 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 bang.
Wentz now on first down. Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed. Because if you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. On play action, Wentz gonna look deep for Jeffrey, and that's caught inside the 30. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. So with the pass being completed, they'll go ahead and take that instead.
Nothing extra to be gained. Pass interference at the spot, completed the pass. That was your play, so he might as well have not even had the penalty.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
There we go. Back. 180! Sunday! It's just me and you.
Into the red zone. Wentz. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Now a toss play. It's a Giant. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16.
Go. 180! Run.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. 30, past the 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Zerline good with a PAT, and that will extend this big lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at the 3. Now a hit and a loose football. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
To the right side, it's Kelsey. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he stopped immediately there.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Hey, here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Brandon, at some point, these defenders absolutely have to say, we've just got to make a stand. We've had enough of this.
Giving up a lot of points in this game, but looked better on that play. In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position, now facing 3rd down.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit. Detroit. Let's go. Hey, we got
They'll set up a throw. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact. But I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Hey. Set. 3-19.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down. And he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a 1st down.
Broke the one tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. They're going to try and throw. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Here we go now. 319. 319.
Looking to throw. Completes it to Aguilar. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And look at this. It's a fake. And this is caught. But he will not make the first down marker. And that'll be a turnover on downs. 5 yards on the pickup. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. It's such a risky play there to fake it. You're either the hero or the GOAT. Here they're going to be the GOAT.
Unfortunate, too, because you know they thought they had something there. They don't call it just to call it. They don't just say, oh, what the heck, let's go ahead and fake it here. They feel like they've got something on. They've got the defense in the right spot. Just unsuccessful in that opportunity.
Fletcher Cox there for the tackle.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. 53 at the light. 6-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls.
Again, it's Williams. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
Now let's go. 319. 319. Check 53. I got you. I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine, baby. You're all mine.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. Down right around the 25. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
And Zerline's kick is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Drops it off to Ajayi. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90. I got you, 88. I got you. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
And they'll go on the ground. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down. Detroit! Detroit!
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion. Have a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And now out come the Giants. This ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But, yeah, to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is, and I'm glad that you went in that direction, because otherwise we're going to talk about the museum tour we took yesterday.
Which was also impressive.
Which was also very impressive. But this game, how they've done it, offense, defense, special teams, they put it all together. And I got to tell you, I am beyond impressed by what I've seen from this team.
All right, here we go. 319! 319! Mostly, 89, 89. Watch 89.
They run it again with Williams. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Giants on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5.
All right, here we go. 319! 319! You.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. And out come the Eagles. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this.
Detroit! All right, here we go. 319! 319!
He'll look to throw. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Quick slant there gets him the 1st down. 6 yards on the play. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, boys, got 4 down. Set! 319! 319! Leopard! Leopard! Wide! Back 99 Philly, here we go! Kill!
They'll look to throw here. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. If you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who have gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal, and D'Angelo Hall.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
No, check, Patriot! Hut!
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Giants, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.